Hi, I'm Mark, and I collect things. Sometimes I haven't played things, and today we're going to be going through a shipment from Check Out My Cards featuring Fleer Throwbacks, Marvel Unbound, and some other Marvel-related trading cards. I recently requested a shipment from Check Out My Cards, which has some of the cards I've collected over the past year. These were either transferred from ePack or singles that I picked up on the Check Out My Cards website. Most of the cards are penny sleeved in these two boxes, but they did send some in top loaders. We have this Jean Grey Phoenix card from the first Unbound set with art by Fred Ian, and it's just such a beautiful card. We also have the Spider-Man card from the first Unbound set. Then the other two cards in top loaders are the Carnage Silver Flasher from the original Marvel Metal set. Working on my complete Silver Flasher set, I think I'm down to just needing the Spider-Man, which is the most expensive. Carnage was kind of expensive too. And then a random Fleer Throwbacks insert of Mr. Sinister. This one does not have any particular value. I'm not sure why it's in the top loader, but it's a super cool card, and I cannot wait to check out the rest of these Fleer Throwbacks. I absolutely love this set. Very happy to have them in hand now. Alright, we'll go ahead and get into this first box. I think this is mostly going to be the Fleer Throwbacks, but we'll find out. First up are some of the red parallels from the 89 Fleer Throwback set. These are basically the base set cards. They're the most common physical cards you can get. The gray cards of the set are digital only and do not have physical ones, although I think the sketch achievements are on a gray stock. Then these all-star cards are some of the achievement cards. We've got Hulk, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Wolverine, Venom. This card is awesome. I love this one. And then last, the She-Hulk. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Venom real quick. These All-Stars achievement cards were for completing achievements with the set. Does have a little bit of a gloss finish on the front. This is achievement number 5. I'd opened a few hobby boxes of this on ePack, but after looking at some of the prices and how hard it was to get some of the achievements, I decided to just go ahead and pick up the achievement cards as singles on Check Out My Cards. Seemed to be a little more financially efficient, at least at the time I picked them up. I think they are still pretty cheap though. A couple of the difficult achievements, 9 and 10 being the Spider-Man one that could get you a sketch reward, are not in the shipment, but I did pick them up on Check Out My Cards and we'll have them in a future shipment. Alright, after those achievement cards got more of the red base, here's a Spider-Man card. This is pretty cool. We'll look at this one too and see what the back looks like. So not very glossy, fairly matte, kind of like the back of the achievement card. Same thing on the back of this one. This is card number 1. And the parallel is noted there at the bottom, red. These are not numbered and are pretty cheap on Check Out My Cards if you're looking to pick some of them up. Then into some of the Marvel Unbound Year 2 cards. These are the rainbow foil cards. Pretty cool. Get one of these out of the sleeve so we can get a better look at it. This is my first time seeing these rainbow foil cards in hand. I've had them for quite a while, but just had not shipped them home yet. This one looks great. The artwork is so good, and the foil effect is pretty cool. Looks like we got another chunk of the Marvel Unbound rainbow foils, mainly from Year 2. Here's the Carnage. Very cool card. All this artwork is by the duo Fred Ian. They do such great work. I think Year 3 is on right now on ePack if you want to collect some of those weekly packs or look for the singles on Check Out My Cards. I bought quite a few of the Year 2 packs. It was difficult for me to keep up, so I think for Year 3 I'm just going to pick up the singles. There's a Ghost Spider. The day this one came out on ePack, the site really struggled. I think a lot of people went after this card. I got very lucky and got a few of them. A few more characters here. Minotaur, Dr. Octopus, and Morbius. Next up are some of the glossy gold Fleer Throwbacks. I ended up picking up all of these as singles from Check Out My Cards. I did not combine the base cards myself on the ePack platform. I spent a little more than the price of a box, I think, on the golds and most of the achievements, so I felt like that was a pretty good way to go about it. I think these singles are still pretty low on Check Out My Cards if you're interested in scooping some of these up. These are labeled as glossy gold. We'll take a look at one of them out of the sleeve and the back so we can check them out. Here's a Spider-Man, and I think there is more gloss compared to the red. It does say glossy gold there at the bottom. We can do a side-by-side comparison with the red, which is essentially matte. Alright, next up we've got more of the red cards and then some of the inserts. Here are the Exciting Stars inserts. I love these cards so much. It's just a giant tidal wave of nostalgia for me. I was collecting when the original 89 Fleer baseball cards came out. I have a lot of good memories going to card shops and card shows with my friends and family. Here's the For the Record inserts. I think these are the more difficult inserts to pull, but none of them are too expensive, at least at the time I purchased them. There's Namor, Magneto with a little cameo of Spider-Man on that one. And there's Spider-Man himself. There's such great inserts. Really looking forward to getting these organized in a binder. Going to make for a fun set to look through. And here are more of the red cards. There are 30 total cards in the base set with lots of different colored parallels. There's another batch of Unbound Year 2 cards, still rainbow foil, mainly Miles Morales, Spider-Man, super cool looking card. Professor X, Magneto, Psylocke, Tinkerer, and I think these rainbow foil cards were new to Unbound Year 2 and are present again in Year 3. I don't think Year 1 had the rainbow foil. This one's just a base card, which are numbered. The rainbow foils are not numbered. All right, in the last of this first box, we've got more of the glossy gold parallels. I love that Shadow Cat with the Todd McFarlane artwork. The parallels all have the same artwork, and some of the colors are numbered, but not these glossy gold. Here's more of the inserts. The Superstars Venom is a really cool card. Spider-Man is pretty good too. Kind of Wolverine, Cyclops, Daredevil. Then more of the Exciting Stars inserts. All right, on to box number 2. I think we've seen most of the Fleer Throwbacks. I don't have any of the black parallels in the shipment, but I did end up collecting them all, and those might be in a future video. All right, so here's a ton of more Unbound cards, rainbow foil. Here's one of the quarterly achievement cards. I think this is actually from Year 1. And some of the other Year 1 base cards, another quarterly achievement. Daredevil versus Elektra. Yeah, these are Year 1 cards that I had picked up off of Check Out My Cards. I missed out on the packs for Year 1, but did go back and pick up these singles for the complete set, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to organize them in a binder just to double check and make sure I got everything. All of them, Year 1, 2, and 3, feature artwork by Freddy, and here's a cool Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. All the base cards are numbered. Numbering is here on the side. So this blink is 189 out of 999. Great looking Mystique and Loki. There's a few more Unbound cards I'm pretty sure from Year 1. Black Widow, Mysterio. All right, now I got a large chunk of Marvel Annual 2021-22 cards. These are the canvas parallels. I'd opened a few hobby boxes of this and then ended up buying an entire blaster case on discount from eBay because I really liked the blue foil parallels. The blaster case did give me an entire blue foil parallel set. I needed quite a few canvas and silver sparkle cards. Here are the backscatter stickers I needed for that annual set. Instead of opening packs to chase these, either in physical or on ePack, I ended up picking up everything else I need from Check Out My Cards as singles. Often what happens is after the ePack release, a lot of people chase the achievements, and then when they complete the achievements, they'll transfer their cards to Check Out My Cards, so there will be an increase in supply, which can often drive the prices down, and sometimes there's a pretty good race to the bottom. So a lot of these cards are just pennies. So I'll pick them up as singles to fill in my binder sets. I also kind of like coming back around to it when the hype wave has passed and there's not as much focus on the set. Recently, a lot of people have been focused on Marvel Platinum, which is an amazing set. It may end up being the best set of the year. But people's focus on that set does create opportunities on the other sets that people are no longer paying as much attention to. Rest of the canvas variants that I needed. Alright, here's a big chunk of Unbound Year 2 cards, and these are canvas cards, so these have a cool matte finish applied to them. It's a textured canvas, similar to the canvas cards in Marvel Annual. And these are numbered out of $2.99 instead of $9.99. I think these are my favorite parallels from the Year 2 set. This Carnage card is so good. Definitely one of my favorites from Year 2. Looks like we have some of the base cards out of $9.99. There's one character per week for 52 weeks. Back to some of the canvas cards. I don't have the complete set here. I've just shipped out the ones where I've claimed the achievement. I still need to do some trading around to figure out if I'm going to claim the rest of the achievements, or if I'm just going to buy singles for the rest of them. Got one random preliminary Marvel Masterpieces 2020 card with artwork by Dave Palumbo. I think this is one that I had just forgot to ship or maybe forgot to purchase. I do believe I have the complete set of these now with this one in hand. And then some of the Marvel Annual lenticulars. More of the silver sparkles. And more of the splashticular lenticulars. These are pretty cheap to pick up on Check Out My Cards, even the short print ones. And the rest of the silver sparkles, I'm probably going to do the same thing with this recent Marvel Annual 2022-23 set. I opened a little bit of the product. I'll probably go after some more blasters to get some of the blue foil parallels. But for the rest, like the silver sparkles and the canvas cards, I'll wait until after the set comes to ePack and then pick up the singles on Check Out My Cards. Alright, one last batch of some retro card. These are all silver flashers from the original Marvel Metal set. Pretty close to the complete set. I think this is going to get me the complete set except for Spider-Man. Just going to have to go ahead and bite the bullet and purchase that one, even though it's way more expensive than the other ones. Prices have come down on it a bit though, I think, recently. Let me know down in the comments if you have any tips or strategies on how best to use ePack and Check Out My Cards. Or if you just have any questions about either of those platforms, I'll do my best to try to answer them. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more collectible related content, I encourage you to consider liking and subscribing. That would help out my channel. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.